Does it look weird on that angle?
Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Christine Zapata with Emerald City Spinal Care. I am here with you for another weekly edition of our virtual happy hours, where I'm bringing different people from the community into the group. That way you can get access and learn a little bit more about some awesome people in the community. I'm super excited to be sitting down with Christina Dew, the owner of Fuse Classes. Christina, welcome. Thank you for joining
Hi,
us. Can
we're
you,
ready.
yes, 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 yes. Can you share with our viewers a little bit about your story? How did you end up in the sauce game? How did Fuse sauces start?
Well, it's kind of a convoluted story. So I did not start off in the food industry. I actually started in the criminal justice system. So I was aiming to be a lawyer, and I kind of traveled about, did a lot of traveling during my corporate days, and ended up falling in love with food. And so after I was done university, I did what lots of students do, which is work in restaurants, and kind of fell in love with the whole food industry. And did the corporate gig for quite a few years. Kind of went up the ranks, became an executive, got really sick of the boys club, kind of hit that proverbial glass ceiling, and decided to go out on my own. So took a huge leap of faith and started my own chain of restaurants and coffee shops. And fast forward to many years later, it's the age old story of go to a bar, meet a guy, fall in love, move to Seattle. So up in Seattle, did not want to start restaurants all over again because it's a lot of work. You have no life. And so I was trying to thinking, do I want to go back to corporate life? Do I want to do my own thing? And I really wanted to do my own thing. So I kind of knocked on a few doors to see what would happen. And I stumbled across a couple of chains in Seattle area that wanted to buy my sauces, which I kept the proprietary intellectual property of all my recipes, and started selling sauces to some of the grocery chains locally here. So if you go to deli market, you might get a salad that was made with my sauces. And eventually, fast forward to last year, finally broke into the retail market. So for the first time in 2019, we launched retail sauces under Fuse Sauces. So there you have it.
Awesome, awesome. Now, um, I, I know you've got four sauces that you offer. Can you tell us a little bit about each of them? And then maybe your favorite way to use each of the sauces?
Sure. So being from Canada, as I mentioned, we actually had 30 sauces when we were in Canada doing the restaurants. When we
Wow.
came down here, we wanted to do 30, but what was really interesting that we discovered is whatever the same item is in Canada, it was very dramatically different than here. So for example, if you buy Coca-Cola, Mexican Coke is different from American Coke, which is different from Canadian Coke. Apparently, mayonnaise is, pickles are, hoisin sauces, soya sauce, every single thing you can possibly think of is different in the States as it is in Canada. So one of the biggest challenges we had was to actually morph it into things we could buy in the States and still have the same flavor profile. So far we've gotten to four. And with time, I'm sure we'll probably expand that. So the four we have currently is really fun. Two of them are vegan. Some of them are gluten-free. So we can talk about each one if you have questions, but I'll kind of go from sweet to spicy. So the
Great.
first one we have here is called a honey cilantro. So the most interesting thing about this sauce line is one, it's low glycemic index. And to me, that's near and dear to my heart because I was recently diagnosed as a diabetic. So for me, it was really important to be able to still have decent food because when I got diagnosed a few years ago, being a foodie, I was really sad. I could not find good food. I could not find good cookies. I could not find good anything. It was either really healthy for me and didn't taste so good or really tasty and I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I'm really excited about because eventually we are going to launch a purely diabetic line. So I've been working with the American Diabetes Association, but currently as it is right now, it is very healthy because we use no preservatives. Everything is made by hand. So the first one is honey cilantro. It's more on the sweeter side because it's honey, so it's got the highest glycemic index, but it's still relatively low.
Okay.
Now, if you want to pop on our website, you can actually read the nutritional facts and see exactly what the contents are. But the fun thing about all the sauces we're going to talk about is they're versatile. So, which means you can use it hot or cold. So you can use it as a salad dressing, a dip, a marinade, or a stir fry sauce. And some of them even is a really good soup base. So it's kind of fun to be able to do all sorts of things because nowadays everybody has such a small kitchen. So it's not like in, you know, our parents' days where you had a huge pantry that you could walk into and 2 fridge doors that you could open. Now it's like, okay, what can I afford to buy today because is it shelf worthy? So this line is fun because you can literally do it with one thing and have it taste dramatically different from doing it to another thing. So the honey cilantro, I'm actually going to show you a couple of renditions of things we did today. And we'll talk about a few things, but it's got fresh herbs, so it's really fun. So one of the first things that we did with it regularly was a potato salad. And this one's really fun because when I go to potlucks, it's always, oh, what am I going to make? And this is kind of my fail safe because it's so easy. It's potato salad. You can boil it, you can steam it, you can microwave it. You can do red skin on russet potatoes, which is what we did here. So anything that you want to do. And so all you do is literally put in your favorite toppings. So such as celery or egg. If you don't want egg, like I know you don't, leave out the egg. If you want to do it with green onions, which is what we did, you can, or you could do shallots or dill. So it's whatever you prefer, right? So it's really fun in that sense. For me, cooking is really about making what you like as opposed to what, you know, is traditional, because who cares what traditional is? You're the one that's going to eat it and you know what your family loves. So cook for you is what I always say. So this line is good for that because it lets you morph. So potato salad is great. So we just add sauce. Don't add mayonnaise, don't add mustard, don't add anything. It's just easy breezy. Add the sauce, mix, and then we top it with paprika and green onions. And that's this one right here, potato salad.
Awesome. So it's
another
really easy because you can literally just throw all of the ingredients together and the honey cilantro sauce and then call it good.
Exactly. So I did 2 cold ones just to kind of give you an idea. Another cold one that I did was also honey cilantro here. This is a really fabulous summer salad. It's really light and fresh. It's fresh jicama. So it's water root from Mexico, if you don't know it. Just basically slice. I toss in some fresh mangoes, red peppers, and a little bit of cilantro flakes and toss it in the sauce. And I don't know how it shows on video, but when you taste it, it's really light and fresh and just really fun. So
awesome.
So that's the second one. But if you want it hot, this sauce is amazing for grilled shrimp, for example. Really fabulous for a tartar sauce, like if you're having fish and chips using this. And I've had a customer say her son hates eating. Like it's just one of those kids that doesn't like to eat. And so she started making him chicken salad sandwiches. So she literally just poaches some chicken, tosses it in the sauce, and puts it on a bun, and he'll devour like 2 of them. He's a teenager, and he'll eat like 2 actual big sandwiches. And she's like, this is her God safe. So it's whatever you want to do. Like I said, you know, grilled seafood, use it as a dip, use it as any of those things. So that's the first one. The second one is also on a sweeter sauce. This is my personal favorite. Love the sauce. I can literally eat it with a spoon. It's called a lemongrass soy. And this one, actually, when I was at the restaurant, we were doing this thing. So in Canada, the Vietnamese soup, we pronounce it pho. And here, I think you guys pronounce it pho. Mm-hmm. So on our restaurant menu, we called it pho pho. So F-A-O. And so when I'm making up that recipe, I ate this like every day because I needed to make sure it was really good. And it's not why you would want to buy the sauce, but as a consequence of eating this every day for 10 days, I lost 5 pounds. So it's actually a really good diet food, but it wasn't made for that intention. It just happened to be that way. So this one, I actually did not cook it up. I just wanted to show you one of the favorite ways that I do is this one right here. So this is just marinating. This is going to be our dinner. So I've just marinated a steak, and I just poured about an ounce or so of lemongrass. So you can see the yumminess. There's like garlic, there's lots of fresh minced ginger, there's fresh lemongrass, and of course soy and a few other ingredients in here. So lots of ingredients, about 12 different ingredients, marinate it for about half an hour, and then we're just going to sear it on the grill. And easy breezy, you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to tenderize it because the sauce actually will tenderize it. It marinates it, and boom, you're ready to go.
That's awesome.
So the other way that I really like it, and the reason that I lost weight is I drank that soup or ate that soup with a fufu. So I would actually do a beef stock and add a scoopful of this with some vermicelli noodles, bean sprouts, whatever veggies you want. And I had that like for lunch until the sauce was perfect. And yeah, I love this one. But it's also great for just making like a easy salad. Really great just on spring greens. So like I said, my absolute favorite.
Nice.
The next one that we have in the States right now, everybody knows Thai peanuts. Everybody knows what a Thai peanut is. So it's a tangy Thai peanut. Ours is not crazy spicy. Ours, it also doesn't use dairy because I know a lot of people are allergic to dairy. It's got a little bit of a tang, but it's not going to make you go, oh my God. So it's just enough to let you know there are spices, but not enough to make you go, ouch. My favorite ways to do it is a Thai chicken noodle salad, really delicious. And another way I really like it is actually a coconut curry. So I'll add some Penang curry paste and coconut milk and actually make it into just like a bowl over rice. And it's really good. And of course, traditional way, as the picture shows, is just chicken satay. Everybody knows, dip it in peanut sauce. Everybody knows that. But there's just fun different ways, like I said, because of the soups and because of the curry. Just fun.
That's great.
And really good on spring rolls and just tossed greens too. I've had it that way as well.
Cool.
And last but not least, which I believe is your favorite.
This one's my favorite.
Yes. So this is a smoky sesame ginger. So this one's really fun. I actually made a couple of things as well. And since you like this dressing, maybe you'll want to make these salads at home. So I'll go through a couple of things that I made. Once again, it's got a little bit of spiciness to this one. So the first one I made is a really light coleslaw. So most people are used to like heavy coleslaw, you know, that kind of takes a bit out of you. This one is actually just cabbage with some of that sesame ginger sauce.
Nice.
So it's got green cabbage, red cabbage, some carrots, a little bit of slivers of green onions and sesame seeds, and then a little bit of that sesame ginger sauce, and that's it. Toss it, and it holds beautifully. This has been sitting around for hours, waiting for you, and it still looks fresh, and it tastes amazing. It's really light and crisp. And then a second one, which is slightly heavier but equally delicious, is kind of my take on an Asian Mediterranean salad. So it's similar to a Greek salad. So it's got feta cheese, it's got the cucumbers, the peppers, the tomatoes, but there's actually got some healthy protein chickpeas and edamame. Once again, in with sesame ginger, and it's really filling. It's hearty. You don't feel heavy, but it's filling enough that it could actually be lunch. So those are a couple of the ways to do sesame ginger. The traditional way, as the bottle shows, of course, is gyozas or dumplings, delicious as a dumpling dip. And one of my favorite ways to do it is actually just a grilled salmon. So I'll, same like the beef that we did with lemongrass, we'll actually just put a little bit of sesame ginger on and just grill it or bake it, however you usually cook your salmon, and the flavors just permeate, and it's delicious. And what's really interesting about this sauce is even though it's spicy, so if you have it cold, it actually has a bit of spice, and it's opposite because normally spice gets hotter when you cook. In this sauce, I'm not sure why, but when you cook with it, the spices actually meld into the flavors, so you don't get that kick of spiciness. You still have great flavor, but it's not spicy. But when it's cold, you actually taste like, so in the coleslaw, it actually tastes spicier than in the salmon.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a little different than most spices. It's the exact opposite of what you would expect. So that's the 4 sauces.
Yeah, your first 4. It sounds like hopefully you will be adding more, just like you had up in Canada. Did you share which one is your favorite of the 4?
Lemongrass. Oh, lemongrass.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's this one. Love this one.
Awesome. Now, if someone wanted to try these sauces, let's say some of our viewers have never had Fuse sauces, but after watching this, they're interested in maybe trying it out. What's the best, I guess, where's the best place for someone to try your sauces or get access to them?
The best way is probably just popping on our website. It actually has recipe ideas. We just started doing cooking videos as well. So people kind of have ideas as to, great, now the sauce tastes delicious. I'm not a cook. What do I do with this lovely ball of sauce? So they can go on our website and they either get a recipe if they're the type that likes to print it off and cook according to a piece of paper, or if they want to click on my video and just kind of cook alongside me. There's lots of ideas, and we really encourage people to send in their ideas too, because some of our best ideas comes from our viewers or our customers. So our website is www.fusesauces.com.
I'm putting that in the comments section. Sauces.
Like, yeah.
Awesome. And for viewers in this VIP group, one of the awesome things that Christina has done for members in the group is give you access to a bottle, if you'd like, at a discount. So if you are interested in ordering one of these bottles, or maybe all four, you can order through me. Just send me a Venmo at Dr. Zapata, and it's $10 a bottle. And if you order through me by the end of next week, you can come to the office and pick it up, which will save you some money, because you can definitely order online, and Christina can ship it to you. It would just be a little more expensive. So if you want to save some money and support a local small business here in Seattle, I would highly encourage you to order from me.
If you order from our website or from Facebook, it is $12 per bottle, and we can't control shipping. So shipping is actually $8 on top of that. So you're looking at $20 a bottle. So by ordering it through you, it's actually $10. For any of your AP members, someone isn't in town, if they want to say, hey, I'm with Christine Zapata, can you please still extend that? By always email us, maybe in your comments, a way to reach us. It's in at Fuse Sauces still to honor it.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything else, Christina, about Fuse Sauces that you want to highlight?
Probably just that aside from being local, we're very artisan oriented, which means that we actually make everything from scratch. So the cilantro that you taste, the green onions that you taste is actually a person standing in our kitchen, rinsing and slicing everything by hand. So you're not just supporting local business, supporting local staff members and artisan culinary students as well. So it's really good. And we don't use preservatives. So everything does need to be in the refrigerator because we don't want to use any binders. Everything is actually natural.
Which is fantastic. That's one of the things that I love most about Fuse Sauces, the fact that it is artisanal, it's all local things, it's all fresh ingredients, there's no binders or preservatives. And for $10 a bottle, you can't get that at the stores, because that, like you said, someone is cutting up that cilantro by hand. And I think that, again, for viewers, if you guys are interested, this is, I think, a really good opportunity to try a really good sauce and support local.
And it's also, sorry, just one quick thing. It's also a great present for foodies. So lots of people will buy all four and put it in like a pretty packet. And I'm not going to say which store, but one of our customers is going to be doing a nice, pretty package with all four. And they're selling it, they're thinking of selling it in the $100 range because they're going to have a pretty box with 4 bottles of sauces. So, you know, I'm just saying that if you do have foodies in your group that you want to buy for, just buy the sauces and go buy a box from Michael's and make it pretty. It'll save you a lot of money.
Nice, nice. I always like to end these virtual happy hours with a lightning round, Christina. So I'm going to be asking you 5 very random questions.
I'm a little scared, Christine.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, and I'm a little scared, but okay, go ahead.
Oh, don't worry, it's not that bad. But they are very random questions. I want to give our viewers a chance to learn a little bit more about you on a personal level. And I think they're always a lot of fun. So the first question is, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Nice. Which do you prefer, French fries or tater tots?
Definitely French fries. I'm Canadian, poutine. Smothered in gravy and cheese.
And would you say you are a morning person or a night owl?
Definitely a night owl.
Night owl? Nice.
Yeah.
When you travel, do you tend to sleep on the same side of the bed in like a hotel room that you would at home?
I do right now, and you of all people know I'm having issues with the left side of my body. So everything is based on what doesn't hurt at the moment. But normally, yes, I have a favorite side, but right now it's just what can I sleep on?
Fair enough. And the final question in our lightning round, do you consider yourself a dog person or a cat person? Or neither, or both?
You know, I'm really strange. It's dependent on the pet. So I might not love dogs, but like, for example, your dog loves me and I love your dog. But I'm not generally a dog person per se, or even a cat person, but certain dogs and certain cats, I just really like and get along with. So they're almost like people. You know, it's like you don't love every single person, you like certain people. Dogs and cats are the same way for me. I just like certain. I don't know if that's ambivalent, but
oh no, that was perfect. This was a lot of fun, Christina. I'm so glad that you took the time to share a little bit more about Few Sauces, and I can't wait to get my hands on more of that sesame ginger. So I guess that's it for today. Christina, I put your website in the comments section. Is there any other way that people can connect with you and Few Sauces? Are you guys on social media, Facebook, Instagram?
yeah, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Am I missing anything? Oh, YouTube. We just started a YouTube channel with videos, and we do have a phone number that you can reach us at. It's very easy. It's 206 Seattle. It's 782, and then the number is our name, FUSE, so Fuse, and which is 3873. So 206-782 Fuse is the phone number, and of course, you already have our email.
Yeah, awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, Christina. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.